everyone, so I know that I've been away for quite a long time, and over the summer my videos have been really inconsistent, but there has been a lot of reasons why, so I thought I would sit down and make this video to tell you about where I've been. So I started to get really busy around the end of June, and that's because I changed my job from being a beauty therapist to being cabin crew. So I now work for an airline as an air hostess, and I absolutely love it. It's the most fun job. It's hard work, but it never actually feels like work. I never feel like, oh, I'm going back to work today. You're always meeting new people every day, which is one of the great things about it. There's just thousands of us where I work, like at the base. If you really, don't like your crew that day, it's not really a big deal, because it's like, well, probably never going to have to work with you again. But if you do like your crews, and it's a bit of a shame because you think, oh, I've had such a fun day. Like, if you're in the back working down the back galley, you can have such a laugh, and as long as the job gets done properly, it's like you can still have a great day, a great time. But then you do think, oh, I'll probably never fly with you again, and we've had a good time. But that's just one of the things about the job. So I did love being a beauty therapist, and it was really good, and I'm so glad that I did it and I did learn it. My whole life I'd always grown up wanting to be either a beauty therapist or cabin crew, but obviously when I left school I wasn't old enough to be cabin crew, but I was still the age that I could go to college, so I thought, I'll go to college, learn beauty. Pretty much the whole time I was training I was working in the beauty industry. I was doing work experience at the salon that I went out to work at. I worked on Benefit Cosmetics makeup counter for a little while. I worked in hairdressers as a Saturday girl. I mean, that's nothing really to do with beauty, but it's just another job I had that I loved. I had the best time, met loads of great people from doing those jobs, and I got loads of experience in it. But it's kind of the place I was working at was such a good salon, it had such a good reputation, which is probably the reason why I stayed there for so long. But at the end of the day, it was just getting that my hours there was really inconsistent and kind of not enough. Like, some weeks I would work loads, some weeks I wouldn't work loads, I'd just be sitting at home sort of, wasting my time. And I just felt like I'm really young, I need to be doing something, that, is more consistent, I guess is the word. And so one day I just applied to the airline that I worked at, and it all happened so quickly. I applied, next day I heard back, so I did an online test, passed that, so then it was like, okay, pick a assessment day you want to go to. Went to the assessment day about a week later. The whole day it just kind of reminded me of like X Factor or something, so we do all these different tasks and challenges, and then every now and then they would call out a list of names, and half of you, or the ones that weren't called, would be taken out of the room, and they'd be like, okay, well, yous are the ones that have passed through to the next round. Luckily though, I did pass all the day, so I got to the final interview at the end of the day, and then there's okay, well, we're here back, you hear from us in a few days if you've been successful or not. And then a couple of days later, after the weekend, heard back, and I was like, oh my god, got the job, I'm going to be cabin crew. This is so different from obviously doing beauty, and a couple of years back I don't think I could imagine myself even doing beauty or cabin crew. Like, I was so much quieter, so much more shy when I was at school, but I think the real thing that kind of kicked off and changed that was working the hairdressers, just being in public, having to speak to anyone, and just the girls that I worked with, they just brought me sort of more out my shell and just made me more just more of a confident person. And I would recommend, working in a salon. I think that just kind of environment. When she was younger, she worked in hairdressers too, and it kind of did the same thing to her. So I would recommend working in the hairdressers so much, because it's just one of the best things I ever did. Okay, so it was that. Got the job. So I told my boss, and then at the end of that week I was happening to be going on holiday anyway for 2 weeks. So she was like, well, just work up to the end of this week, go on your holiday for 2 weeks, and then by the time I was back I would have had 2.5 weeks till I started the new job. So it was 5 weeks in total. I thought, I was I want to work right up to the end, but in a way it was kind of good to have the time off, because when you're working it's kind of rare you'll get time off like that. So just enjoyed myself, and it was so nice being on holiday. One of the first times probably ever in my whole life where it wasn't like I had anything to come back to, where I was thinking, oh god, back to that. I used to be at school, I'd think, oh no, going back to school. When I was at work I'd think, oh, I'm going back to work. But this time I was like, oh, I'm coming back to just free time. And now I work in a job where if I come back from holiday I wouldn't really dread going to work at all, because I just love it. And So yeah, got back from holiday, started my new job, and we trained for 3 weeks, and training is intense. It is just 3 weeks, jam-packed days. One good thing, there was a girl on my course that lived 5 minutes up the road from me. Like, we didn't know each other before. We was like, okay, let's do a car share, which was handy because not only did we save like half the petrol money, but the good thing was is that, well, for one, we didn't really ever get lost much because we had each other to kind of be like, okay, where are we going? And no, the good thing about it was that we'd take it turns driving because we just got so tired that trying to drive during every day, it's about an hour's drive if there's no traffic. Traffic can be, you know, 2 hours, 2.5 if it's really bad traffic. So yeah, one of us would sleep on the way there, you know, take it in turns. Like, that was definitely a really useful thing. And during training, that was my life, like literally, didn't have time for anything else. I would get up at 4:30 in the morning, have an hour to get ready. We'd leave at 5:30 to start our classes for 8. We'd train through to 8. Some days hours would be different, kind of, you know, to get us used to being cabin crew, working any hours of the day. Long days, short days, you know, any day of the week. Yeah, but generally till 5, come out, rush hour, which was not great, and so we might get home at like 7:30, and then when we got home we'd have time to literally just do a homework for the night, revise a bit because there'd be exams constantly with a really high pass rate. It should be enough time to get home, eat dinner, have a shower, homework, revise, go to bed, and you'd need to sleep because the days really drained you. It was like so fun, so great, and all of us in the class, we've just come like a family, and like I never had the chance to go to university, so I never had really like university experience, but I feel like this is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to that, because yeah, it was probably one of the best times, if not the best time of my life, just like meeting all these new people, and we just love going into training every day. At the end of the 3 weeks we graduated, which is what they call it, got our wing, we went out to celebrate, and oh, it was just so much fun. And luckily we've all stayed in contact over the summer, go out quite a lot, and yeah, it's just really nice, and I really hope it stays that way. So once training was over, that seemed like the hard part, but really it was only just beginning, because then we had to throw ourselves into work, working 5 days on, 3 days off. I mean, that sounds really good and stuff, but they are long days. You might do like, you know, 4 11-hour days in a row, and then, you know, an 8-hour day. I'm trying to play because I'm so grateful, so happy and lucky to be doing what I did. Doing this job was just probably the best decision I ever made, and yeah, and I just love it. Work's fun, and that's what I've been doing, but I only just now, kind of after working in it for about 3 months or so, I finally feel like I'm getting settled in. It's kind of more of like a routine now, and I mean, it's never a routine because your hours are never the same. It's always different, but now I feel like, okay, I love making YouTube videos, I'm settled to this new job, now I can try and go back to it. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I will try to make more. I don't know how regular they'll be, but I'm hoping at least, you know, once a week is what I'm hoping for. This one will go up on Friday, but then we'll see how it goes after there. But you know, from here on out, the best way to keep up to date with, you know, my lifestyle, what I'm doing, is definitely Instagram. My Instagram is LucyTaylor18. Follow that on there. I'm always putting pictures up. Anyway, I'm rambling a bit on now. This video's getting very long, so yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.